Good evening. Today I'm going to talk about 3 words that are related to grammar, and those are discuss, talk about and discussion. So let's start with discuss right here. Now actually discuss is a transitive verb. Which means there must be an object after it. So if you are using the word discuss in a sentence, there must be an object after this word. And actually discuss can also mean talk about. So in some sentences you can replace discuss with talk about when necessary. And now let me show you some incorrect and correct sentences for you. So here is a sentence for you. So we will be discussing about the role of television in education. So actually this is wrong. We will be discussing about the role of television in education. And now we should never put about after discuss or any word related to that. So in order for this sentence to be correct, you should remove this, because about should be placed after a noun and not a verb. So this is the correct sentence. We will be discussing the role of television in education. So here there is no about. So you should only write discussing in this sentence. And now we discuss something, not about something. Compare this sentence right here. So here's another sentence for you. We had a long discussion about the role of television in education. There we go. So here this sentence is actually different here. Now you may be wondering, you should not put about here. Well, actually you should put about here. Yes. Now notice how it is written as discussion. Now discussion is actually a noun, and since about can only be placed after a noun, you can place about in this sentence. But if there is discuss, then you should not put about. But since this is a noun, you should put about. So it is correct. We had a long discussion about the role of television in education. So yeah. Alright, now I'm going to write some more incorrect ones here just to show you. I have asked with Priya and we agree that the book should be 32 pages long. There we go. So here's this sentence. I have discussed with Priya and we agree that the book should be 32 pages long. So here's a long one, but also an incorrect one. Well, why? Because like I said, discuss is a transitive verb and there must be an object after it, and since there is actually no object after it, it cannot be acceptable. So, the correct sentence here is, I have discussed the matter with Priya and we agreed that the book should be 32 pages long. So, since it discusses a transitive verb and there must be an object after it, you can write the matter or any other thing which is related to it. So, the correct sentence here is, I have discussed the matter with Priya and we agreed that the book should be 32 pages long. Now, actually, there is another solution for this sentence. So, you can also write talked about. Yes. Now, like I said in the start, discuss means also can mean or can be also written as talk about. So, that is why you can also write talk about or talked about and it will still be right. So, here is the other solution which is also right. I have talked about the matter with Priya and we agree that the book should be 32 pages long. So, yeah, that is another solution. Now, here is another one for you. If a mother doesn't have a job, she has more time. Okay, this is a long one, so be patient. More time to discuss with her children about their problems. So, here's another one here for you which is actually wrong. If a mother doesn't have a job, she has more time to discuss with her children about their problems. And now, the problem is within the word itself, discuss. Now, you shouldn't always use discuss in every sentence. And like I said, discuss can also be written as talk about. So, you know what I am going to do. To talk or talk to her children about their problems. And now here is the correct sentence. If a mother doesn't have a job, she has more time to talk to her children about their problems. As a yeah, if a mother doesn't have a job, she has more time to talk to her children about their problems, which is actually the general truth, I guess. Now, here's another one. Union leaders spent the morning discussing with the Prime Minister. Now, here's this sentence which is wrong, obviously, if you notice the difference or the incorrect ones. Now, union leaders spent the morning discussing with the Prime Minister. So, this is actually wrong, and the problem is within the word itself. Now, you shouldn't, like I said, you shouldn't always write discussing or discuss in sentences. You should also write the noun, or that is discussion. So, the correct sentence is So instead of discussing, you should also write the noun discussion. There we go. So here's the correct one. Union leaders spend the morning in discussion with the Prime Minister. So instead of discussing, you should write discussion, the noun. And now here, like I said, discuss is a transitive verb and must have an object after it. So you can also compare this sentence. Union leaders spent the morning discussing the grievances with the Prime Minister. Now here's another solution for that previous wrong sentence or incorrect sentence. So union leaders spent the morning discussing the grievances with the Prime Minister. Now how is this another solution? Well, do you notice that there is an object here, the grievances, and like I said, discuss is a transitive verb and it must have an object after it. And so now here, so which is the object? The grievances. Yes, I'll even label it to you. So this is the object and this is the transitive verb right here, and since it has an object after it, this sentence can qualify as a correct one. So here's the sentence. Union leaders spend the morning discussing the grievances with the Prime Minister. So there you go. You got two solutions for one wrong sentence. So yeah. Alright, so that's all about the three words and also their usage in sentences. Discuss, talk about and discussion. Alright, so that's all for this video. Bye.